Jerkers. What up, people? It's your boy JP Justice. It is your boy JP Justice. What's good with you? It is your boy JP Justice. Let me send out the invite. Make sure the fellas all know how to get in. It is your boy JP Justice, 5 o'clock. You know what time it is. You know what it's time. And today I am definitely throwing shout outs to the brothers in the room. Because they are the inspiration of me coming in. What up, people? It's your boy JP Justice. Sunday, no better place to be than right here in front of your dial, in front of your tube. I have been cooking all day. Oh, what up, Julie? Good evening to you too. What's good? What's good with you? Shout out to my boy. He's here bright and early. My man Jeff Brown is in the building.
Hey man, now I might have to jump up because I got Macy on the pit bull. You've seen my dog, right?
The new one, yeah, I see.
Yeah, my puppy. I'm like a proud parent with pretty kids. If you notice, people with ugly kids, they know it, so they're a little gun shy with the photo. I got to get up in a minute, and I got to take him out. And is it lunchtime? Is it lunchtime, old man? Did he eat? No, he ate lunch already. Yeah, I gotta take him out for a little bit and then put him back, and then we can go back to this. So I'm gonna have to jump up.
You're training.
I'm saying
That's what you're saying. You're training.
I'm training him, and almost
you got to be consistent.
10 minutes after the hour, I got to go take this too. That's every 2 hours he goes out.
And what's up, Amelia? My girl Gwen is in the building.
Gwenny.
Gwen be causing trouble when she come online. When she answer my post, she be saying stuff and go, "Hey Meek." I just say, I'll be like this. She's trying to get me in trouble. You can't get me in trouble. You know that I am untroublable.
You know what? That's a great place to be, young man.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Hey, man.
First off, let me say this. Thank you for the inspiration because I damn sure I was cooking all day.
Oh yeah. What you making? Where you over there? You know, I'm a kitchen master myself, bro.
Well, I just got down. This weekend is a big celebration here in my home. So my wife asked for a certain meal, and I was like, all right, let me get it for her. She wanted whiting, candy yams, mac and cheese, and we didn't even eat our vegetables. My mother would be very disappointed with me right now.
So you just went in,
soul food style. We did
for the time being. I'm gonna get off my diet high horse because of the joy of cooking. Because if you really enjoy cooking, you have to enjoy unhealthy cooking.
There's gotta be some butter and some sugar,
brother. Unhealthy cooking is so fun and so wonderful. It's not like cooking or eating horrible food is bad. I didn't stop eating chicken because it tastes bad.
I actually looked up intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting, yeah.
Intermittent fasting, right. And I think I can do the eat between 12 and 8, which I'm gonna change the 11 to 7, and then don't eat again until 11 the next morning. I think I can do that.
Okay, and if you can't, what I think is a shortcut is, and are you a vampire as well? Do you? Yeah, we vampires, bro.
Yeah.
For us, over a certain age, for me, salad after 7.
I was reading that things that are like high in protein, not high in carbs, as long as it's high in protein, you can eat it after because it doesn't sit on you.
Carbs don't sit on you. Well, yeah. Well, what I find is
what about fruits and stuff? If I don't do
fruit, absolutely. Here, brother, get you some blue agave some blueberries. I think I told you about this. You like oatmeal?
Yeah.
Okay. Get you some oats, just dry oats. Put them in a mason jar with blueberries, strawberries, whatever berries you like. Pour oat milk in it with the dry oats. Mix that up. Sweeten it with a little blue agave, and put that damn mason jar in the refrigerator overnight. In the morning, you have a super healthy parfait that there's nothing in there bad for you, and you can eat your weight in it. If you wanted to, you could make one of those for the day when you get up in the morning, and at night bust that son bitch out. And now there's your sweet tooth.
Yeah.
It's just oatmeal, it's just protein and fruit.
Yeah. What I did a couple of times is I made a smoothie out of yogurt, because the smoothie was heavy enough to fill me. Yeah. And I made it with honey. So agave, I heard agave isn't good.
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah, right. Am I bugging when I say that?
No, agave is great for you. Agave, because agave doesn't make an insulin spike.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try it out. What up, Vino? Drop bomb, Vino. What up, though? Yo, fellas. We all in here. There'll be more coming in, ladies and gentlemen. You know how the fellas do. So this weekend I went to go check out The Equalizer 3.
What'd you think?
First off, it was almost a tearjerker. Almost caught me at the end.
Okay.
I quickly manned up and was like, hey, this is motherfucker.
What you doing? Get your shit together. Yeah, collect your feces.
Denzel Washington. What you doing, bro? But it was I like you know what butters my heart, and yo, family stuff for some reason nowadays hits different than when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? When I see things like oriented around family and the father and togetherness with the home, it hit different.
Yeah.
And what's the name almost caught me, bro. I was like this, damn, bro.
Wowzer. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You don't get warm-hearted for any movies lately? Like more
it'd be the oddest movies that make me that will get me to tears. It's not movies you might think. Tombstone.
I can't watch Tombstone. That's what Earl. What's the character's name?
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp. That's what Wyatt Earp.
Yeah. It's Tombstone is. For me, Tombstone is the best cowboy movie I've ever seen, and I used to sit up and watch spaghetti westerns with my grandfather. Yeah. I go Bonanza back. They shot Liberty Vance back. Shane. I'm telling you, Tombstone is the shit. It's the best cowboy movie I've ever seen. That'll make me cry. Movies that make I tell you something that's hard for me to watch to this day. I was pulling a clip from YouTube to put on Facebook. The Boys in the Hood scene when Ricky gets shot.
Bro.
I still can't watch it. I can't watch it.
You know what? Why can't I'll tell you exactly why I can't watch it, bro? You know why I can't watch it? It's the part when he's got the gun like that. I'm looking in the guy's face, saying to myself, "What is he thinking right there?"
Yeah,
that he thinks that this is okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What made you think that was okay?
What made you think that was okay?
That's just another place to regret that I didn't think of. For me, it's when they bring him home and they know he did, and how each one of them deals with his death. And probably the hardest one for me is the way Cube deals with it in the moment. The stoicism, here you go, let's go on down this road.
He accepted. He knew it.
the stoicism with which he accepted it. And then right after I get done with this, I'm gonna need about 15 seconds to harp on Brother Vino for something. I'm start being hard on you there, young Jedi, because I see super promising. The stoicism that Doughboy had to find for our families.
What's stoicism? What's that?
Stoicism, stoic. I'm not gonna break down. I'm gonna handle this shit. I have to handle this shit, even in the face of my mama blaming this on me.
Unnatural, calm demeanor.
Yes, unnatural. Thank you. Unnatural, calm demeanor that all of us at some point are gonna have to muster. At some point, you're gonna have to be that dude for your family.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do. So for him to have to do it there, that was always. It wasn't the mama, it wasn't the baby, it wasn't the girlfriend, it wasn't the other friends. It was Ice Cube and the way he pulled off that stoicism in the moment, bruh. Every time I see that, I cry.
So in other words, he had to be the steeple, you know, the one that
brother.
Right. Okay.
That was his brother. Okay. Number one, imagine. Nigga, this is my shit.
What up, Shy Boogie? Shout out to my girl, Shy Boogie. Hey, y'all, I hope the festival went on great. I am so sorry. I hope you got my email, my voicemail. God, hey, first off, fellas, I want to get back to what you're saying, but let me make sure I shout out my girl, Shy Boogie, CR Capers. She does the Hip Hop Film Festival.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she's the founder of it. She started it and everything. So I just want to, and this year she was honoring me, and I had so many things going on. I had to get the girls to school. I got to get this money up. I got to blah, 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 that I wasn't able to make all of the events.
She was honoring you. Jesus, honey. You were really getting shavings in the ice cream. Are you serious? This guy?
Yeah, so I wanted to definitely make sure I sent you what I thought to be a very heartfelt voicemail. I love you so much. I love how you're taking no shorts, no prisoners, and you're taking it to the top. And what's so dope is that people are watching you, and you're trailblazing and letting people see that it's possible, that you can dream and it can be possible. And I love you for that.
Watching you.
I love you for that. Love you for that. You hear me? What up, Gospel Titties? My girl Gospel Titties in the building too. Shout out to my girl Lorraine.
Shout out Gospel Titties.
Did this nigga derail this Boys in the Hood conversation for shout outs? I thought we were going somewhere, Vina.
No, we was. That's why when I saw Shy Boogie, I wanted to make sure she knows.
So what you're telling me then is that your impulse control, nigga.
I just had to.
You got to put the shout outs
in when you asked for the definition of stoicism. I
thought we was on the road.
Okay.
No, we are. I said, hold on. I want to come back to that because
we on the road, but hold on. I saw a figurine in the window of that truck stop back there.
My wife always
let's make a U-turn and go back there and spend 2 hours in the truck stop.
My wife always goes squirrel.
Right. Exactly. Now, at any rate, I think we would
stoicism and how he had to hold up for the family. And
yes, it is stoicism. Stoicism.
Yes.
Stoicism.
I.e. the being of stoic. Root word stoic.
Yeah. That now I'm gonna be a little dangerous here because it is not lost on me. You know how you put like a pack of cigarettes or something next to a model so people can get the scale of it.
Mm-hmm.
I get the scale of Big Vino by looking at that hat and the snapback and the fact that he on the last hole. That means that's a big nigga right there. Hole. That's second to last hole here, nigga. That's a big dude. Hole. That's a big fucking dude right there. That's not a small dude.
In my defense, the marathon all lay clothing comes a little smaller fit. Like that large is whatever.
Really look, that's a big nigga. Now
the hat,
taking that
the hat is stoicism for
stoicism, and you fucking the word up and fucking up where I'm going right now. Okay. At the risk of talking to a dude that size, I'm gonna have to tell you that I do not condone the rolling of the holy marijuana into the unholy tobacco leaf. Okay, brother, find you a bong. Here.
I left it in the car.
Meet Oliver. That's my guy. I
So,
okay. You have no excuse. You should
side
not
note,
have what?
Tragically, I have commitment issues when it comes to buying new glass, because one of the signature pieces I bought, I was in California on Venice Beach, and I bought 4-foot bong.
Oh,
And tragically it didn't survive. I got arrested, and my stay in the county lockup was longer than anticipated, so I was forced to give up my apartment. And when I gave up my apartment, I sent my mother to like gather my things. And part of her problem was she thought the weed was the reason I was getting into the bullshit. So she smashed my bong. And I've had anxiety, because you don't understand, when you get one off of Venice Beach, you know exactly what I'm talking about. By the Jamaican nigga with the rough feet that be standing on the glass, that be doing the glass show.
Yeah.
I got it, that little shop right there.
Yeah.
And it's just memories attached with that. It's like trying to get with a girl after your last girl left you.
I feel you. This may help. I have a bong that is, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go walk my dog and let you two niggas talk and have you just help him with stoicism, Big Vino. That's your job between the time I get back. By the time I get back, young man, I expect him to have stoicism down. Okay.
Okay.
I will show you. I have bongs that will fuck with your mind. I'm gonna bring my Pepsi can bong up here. There are urethane bongs that don't break, that you can bounce on the floor. The point is,
you said urethra bongs?
Urethra bongs? No, that's not
urethra.
No, urethane, sir. Urethane. So that you can pull in the smoke through water. So the water cleans and purifies. You should see. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how dirty that is, but that's bong water from just 2 bowls of weed, and not 2 huge bowls, from a bowl. Look at this. Look at this fucking horrible, nasty, sooty shit. I wanted to show you the bowl, but it's stuck to the pipe with all the nasty shit. And that's why I have so many bongs. It's because once I see they nasty, I get another bong, because that's the shit that's not going in my lungs. That, along with tobacco, is going in your lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking disgusting. You should see it.
We got, so to keep it holy, because the resin from the weed that goes in your lungs, the holy part, that, bruh, you didn't get to worry about that. It's that other shit.
Shout outs to Elijah. Elijah's back from Egypt.
With that, I'm finna go walk my dog.
Yeah, go walk your dog. Shout out to my man Elijah back from Egypt. So did you see Equalizer 3, Vino?
No, I didn't get to see that yet. But I
see Fences.
That's on my list. I want to see that and Blue Beetle and the new Mission Impossible.
Blue Beetle. I want to see Blue Beetle.
Do you understand? Hold on just a second. I need you, the two of you, to recognize how fucking dope JP's layout looks right now with my red Hulk screaming at the Black King's table. Now I'm gonna walk my dog.
Yeah, I had to change. I didn't realize you were the Red Hulk. I thought that was the thing when I first looked at it, Jeff. I just changed my avatar now. So now I am the Mandalorian that will be trained as a Jedi. This is the way.
That's funky. Oh, take your time. JP's a remedial reader. That is hilarious. Okay, who is this Ralph Harris looking nigga you just put up? Tell me you don't look like Ralph and Ramont right there.
Wow, yeah. Whoever, I'm not gonna knock the picture, but whoever did that got the shading around your neck wrong, so it didn't look like a chin to a neck. It looked like all check, check, chin, neck, check.
Here, you know what you can tell is here's the song that was playing when they took that picture. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, what?
You know that song, nigga? Dum, 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 dum.
Oh. Hey,
Yeah, that I'll be sure shit. Yes, that was what was playing. That was you light skinned niggas didn't know that your days was numbered till when New Jack City was gonna come out and Christopher Williams got stabbed in the back of the hand.
Hey, listen, I tell you, just like Mike Epps said, I don't know I'm light skinned until you dark skinned people say it.
Well, okay, well,
I don't know it. I don't know.
You should remember it from the last time. Now I gotta walk my dog.
I don't know it. I don't recognize it. My light skin don't bother me. It bothers you. You dark skinned people. So, yo, hey, Vino, this is what I want to get into with you because you said you saw it 5 years ago. So you saw Fences.
Yeah, Fences was a great movie.
Yo, bro, I'm over there almost in tears. And
yeah, man.
I'm only 30 minutes into the movie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might have seen it longer than 5 years ago because Fences, after I seen Fences, I told myself I need to be a better man. Yo, I need to be the type of man that will raise that type of young man right there that would instill lessons like that. Like, yeah, I'm a little mean, but again, that made me understand people.
Yo, bro, I'm sitting here damn near to tears because I'm saying to myself, that is exactly how my family talks to one another. That is exactly how Black people relate to one another. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there saying to myself, God, you know what I'm saying? The fears that he had. And then when he told his story, what's so crazy? What's actually crazy, you know, is that I was actually talking to myself last night, and I said to myself, I got to start telling my story. I got to start letting people know my autobiography. I can't, like, I'm writing books, and one of the books that I need to write is my own autobiography. And I've been saying this to myself since last night. And then today, I just said, let me turn on Fences. I don't know what Fences was about. I just said I wanted to watch all of the August Wilsons. Mm-hmm. I said, because I heard it's 10 plays. He did 10 plays. Each play is about a different, what do you call it? A different decade. Each one is about a different decade. So I said, let me watch this one because I want to watch all his plays. So when I turned it on and it first comes on, and that first walk from the garbage truck to the house and in the house, I'm sitting here, I'm already invested. I'm sitting here going, this is my family right here, bro. Like, this is how we sat down. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even down to the bottle when they was sharing the bottle as they was talking. I remember my uncles and my fathers and them doing that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I couldn't do it. What up, Mona? Mona's in the building. Lorraine's in the building. Hey, Mona, remember, you got to get to me tomorrow. I'm going to drive you home, but you got to get to me. So I got you to go home. So remember that.
I was drawn to that movie. I didn't know nothing about the dude who made it. I was drawn to it by Denzel and the young boy. I love a young Black actor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it. Yeah. It gives me hope that maybe there's a spot for me in this thing called Hollywood.
Well, for sure. Definitely, for sure, bro. You like he said, you're a promising Jedi. What up, my man Jay Randoms is in the building, aka Corporal Punishment. You ain't changing, bro. Come on, I'm looking forward to a different one every week. What are you doing here?
I just got back from a family function over the weekend, you know, Labor Day weekend and stuff. So, you know.
Labor Day weekend, boy.
Speaking of stoicism. I had to drop my son Friday at the airport. I had to drop him off at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And speaking of stoicism, you know, y'all met him, my son. And so, you know, I kind of felt that stoicism as I dropped him off but inside I was like, damn, he's gone off. I miss him already.
Is this his first year?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is the second year this is going to the second year now.
Did you send him off with enough condoms?
Oh yeah, he got that.
No, I didn't have that feeling. This is the second year, the third year for one, the second year for another. What up, Trent? First year, the second year for one, and third year for the other. I did not. Let me tell you, when I was dropping them off, this is the feeling that I was having. All right, goodbye. See you next year. See when the break happens. I'm becoming more. Vino, I don't know if you're gonna understand this talk today, but you can probably tell us from a son's point of view, because I could talk from a son's point of view as well. Juno, you could Juan, you could tell from a father and a son's point of view. I feel like my daughters, because remember I have all daughters and a wife. I feel like my daughters and my wife edged me out as far as my title of being a father. I think the way the world is going today, like as a father, you get a bad rep. So it's like the women are constantly enforcing and reinforcing female strength, and it edges out the male role in the family.
The way I see it, JP, you're very fortunate, because the fact that you have all daughters and a wife, when the women inevitably overtake the men in this planet and enslave us, you'll be kept as a pet in a house Negro, similar to when you were a light-skinned Negro in slavery. So you will have an advantage having a bunch of females around you. I am the same way. I have two little sisters. I have mother, grandma, God rest their soul, mother, grandmother, a lot of aunts. I got one uncle. My father's brother. That's it.
Well, it gets to the point when I say things to them, I feel they make me feel like, or they've expressed to me, you can't talk to us like that. You can't be like that. Blah, 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 blah. It sort of takes away. So, bro, it really pushed me into a corner by myself. You know what I'm saying? I've even expressed to my wife and my kids that even at home, I feel alone.
You should have had a side baby.
Huh?
You should have had a side baby, a little side son.
No, nigga, hell no.
You don't got no.
This guy here.
Look, I hear all these older ladies talk about adoption. Go adopt you a son, a little like 8-year-old that need a little guidance. He seem a little smart, and get you a little knucklehead, a little fat, little husky nigga with a big head like you. Breathe hard. Little husky nigga with a big head that breathe hard.
How I kind of see it is that they growing up, and it's like they spent so much time around you. You watch them literally grow from this small little thing in your arms, and to where the point where they about as tall, as big as you, and they coming up with opinions and things and stuff all off on their own. You ain't had no kind of influence on that, and you just looking like, what the hell is it? You know what I'm saying? It's surreal. It's like, what the hell is this? This came out of my ass. This came out of me. You were swimming my nuts, 19 years ago.
Okay, you made about this. I gave you the time, and you made about as much sense as he did. What the fuck are both of you saying? Listen, this is what
we saying, JP. What it is I understand what you're going through, because I go through it too, and I don't have to have children to do it. It's this urge, because you're a real man. And as a real man, you have the urge and instinct to instill some knowledge into another young male. You know what I'm saying? You wanna feed somebody some game so you can say boom, because that's women are cool and everything. Let's say it, but the true legacy lies in the knowledge and the info and the skill that you pass from man to man in generations. That's where the true legacy lies.
Exactly. I feel that. I do feel like I, as a person, will die once I passed on. You know what I'm saying? I feel that so wholeheartedly. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm starting to shoot up the club now, because I just realized in saying what I said to y'all, I'm the second oldest man in my family. That's fucking crazy. I'm 41, and the man that carries the next man that carries the Baker name is my uncle that I spoke of, and then that's it. We got youngers. I got cousins, and we've had a few little babies that got named Baker, but I'm the second oldest man. So I have now a legacy that I need to pass on to somebody. I need to pass on some of this game and some of this knowledge, because that's what we do instinctually as men. Hey, this is a member of my tribe. So I'm gonna set you up with some games so you can take our tribe a little further than I went. So I'm gonna get as far as I can, pass on information to you. And now you got head step in this part of the game. You should be further by time. I'm older than my father ever was.
Yeah, speaking of father, because my pops died when he was about 40, 42 years old. I was about 9 years old, so I ain't get none of that from the past generation. Yeah. And even now to this day, I was thinking about him the other day after I dropped my son off, and just thinking about, because he was born out of New Jersey. He moved to New York, years later, right around moms, and it made me go back and think. I don't know nothing. I don't know. I know I got an older half sister that I know that I stay in contact with. But other than that, I don't know nothing about my father's side. I don't know nothing. I don't know grandparents. I don't know any aunts or uncles. None of that. And so, that piece of that is missing. So what I try to do with my kids is let them know enough about who I am and be a part of their life so they know where they come from, because I didn't get to experience that. I don't know nothing. Matter of fact, I might have to talk to something shy about that or whatever, but yeah, it's something I think I gotta go on a quest to go find out about eventually.
If I may ask, because I went through this, I think I'm kind of the first generation that heard this sentence. Them niggas on your daddy's side ain't shit, right? Most of us have heard that. Most of us do not get along with them niggas on our daddy's side, because we're dealing with the propaganda from the niggas on our mama's side. We're dealing with.
Somebody got a belly dancer in front of them?
No, this is Maceo the Pitbull. I got to keep a bell on his ass so I know where he is. Good job. I just took you out, and then you had to come in and pee on the paper. Okay, great. I don't get it. Anyway, he is peeing on the paper. I got to give him points for that. Come here, Mace.
To the legacy building.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. You got to. Legacy starts now. I was talking to DL Hughley about this, which isn't dropping a name in this room because we're all comedians.
Does he have sons?
He has a son. He has 2 daughters, and now he has a grandbaby and another one on the way.
Congratulations.
And I was telling him, okay, Killer, you killing me. You killing me right now. Here. Come here. Okay, you gonna be nice? Here. Come here, you little motherfucker. Oh, he's growing. He has these babies on the way, or the baby on the way. I said, bruh, congratulations. You are ushering in the next generation of old money. Your grandkids are going to come from old money. My grandfather was a multi-millionaire.
DL has money like that?
Bro.
Nigga, man. Have you never seen a DL weekend at one of these clubs?
I'm asking.
He owns the club for the most part.
I'm asking.
Yeah, wow. Okay, think about it. Kings of Comedy was the highest grossing tour movie ever.
So you think he's accumulated wealth?
Bro,
yes.
He should have. Only one. I mean, I
don't count another man's money. But he had his own. I don't know. Did the Hughleys go to syndication?
I think it just missed syndication.
It just missed syndication.
Episodes. That was ABC money though. Still, he's still getting that money.
Even still, bro. Even still.
TIF too.
If you even on a television show, not you're the star of, if you're even on a television show back in the day, you're supposed to add a 0 to whatever it is that you made on TV on the road. You supposed to, bruh, you could just see me in the magic box and now I'm going to be here. How many people want to see me? Well, all you do is lay down a map of the United States, and everywhere that this show is hot, I'm going to run a tour that way.
He's a constant rotation. He's constantly on the road.
Bruh.
He has not missed a year here.
And a radio show. And he has a radio show. Now, I ain't gonna count the man's money, but I will tell you this.
Money. The nigga got so much money, his jokes became about comedy. I mean, about politics. He started doing political jokes. That's how much money he got.
Because I can't talk about how bad my life is no more. That's very funny. I'm gonna tell him you said that. Here's what I'll say.
They
DL
said
worked like he broke. He worked like he broke.
DL's net worth is 10 million.
Yeah. So he's not what are the rest of us worth? Half that?
Not even.
Exactly. So anyway,
so 10 million is enough for your family.
Where'd you get that stat from? Because they are notoriously wrong.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's work with the number.
Okay, 10 million.
Let's work with the number.
So
$10 million is enough in my hands with my directions, with my directives. That $10 million, you would have to fight it after I was dead for it not to grow.
And it's growing every year because you're constantly working. He's constantly on the road.
Sure. And this is not,
you know, come on. Let's not sit up in here and talk smoke and mirrors, man. I hate when comics talk smoke and mirrors.
What are you talking about?
Okay, he's working on the road. What does he get on a show?
I don't count another man's money.
Yeah, I don't like to put those figures out there.
You do that. Here, do this math. Do this math. 5 to 7 sold out shows, 300 to 500 seaters at $25 to $50 a ticket.
Okay, watch this. I get what you're saying, but I hate when
that's not my math.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna go easy on him, Steve. I'm gonna go easy on him, Jeff. 5 figures a weekend, easy. 5 figures a weekend every weekend.
So let's say $99,000 a weekend. Let's just say $99,000.
Sure. Okay.
So
I was gonna say just say 10. Just say $10,000 a weekend for 52 weekends. That's what you get just on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So this is what I'm saying to you, fellas. When I say wealth,
that's rich. You're talking about something you can't fuck off over a summer.
Right. And that's what I see him as. Okay, he's rich.
Okay.
But can his grandkids live off that money?
Sure. Depending upon how wealthy his ideas
are. Depending on how wealthy his investments are. Yes. There you go.
Yes.
So I don't like the smoke and mirrors when comics jump on other I can only say other comedians. I know these guys to not be making a lot of money like that. Way more than what I'm making, and way more. I'll say DL is worth per weekend. Let's give him $30,000 a weekend. And that's being generous. Because I know hold it, because I know Dave Chappelle to go for 75.
Okay, well, that's what you know.
That's $1 million.
I'm telling you that I do not have. I'm not the man's accountant. But between us,
you jumped and said he's wealthy.
Okay. Yes. Okay. No, Vino. No, Vino. Let's dissect this. Okay. Apparently, being whooped naked last time was not enough.
Jeff, when you say that kind of stuff, that's just for your ego. I really don't believe it. But keep going.
Bruh, there's nobody who watches this that doesn't think I don't dust you off handily. Now,
trust me, I that's your ego speaking.
Okay. Okay. We can do a poll here.
Okay, but go ahead.
Number one, let's deal with wealthy so we can get it out of the way.
Right.
You are right. I am wrong. DL is rich. He's not wealthy. Let's kill that.
Well, first of all, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say right and wrong. I don't want to do that. But
okay. Well, let's not get caught in the minutia.
Right.
Let's kill that. Let's get back over to what your number is for him on the weekend at best.
Mm-hmm.
One of us has a far more intricate working knowledge of DL's movements. And I'm going to say it's me, seeing as how I've written on 2 of his specials and write with him every day on the radio. I'm going to guess that maybe my working knowledge of DL is a bit more than yours.
But
yes or no?
My professionalism comes in when I tell you I know what these clubs and these corporates pay.
Okay.
That you know what he's getting, but I know what these clubs and what's names are paying. Okay. I know at its peak, Caroline's, which is one of the premier comedy clubs, was paying about $150 to $175 for the weekend with bonuses. Bonuses get reached up to maybe 250K. Okay. And I think one of the only ones that ever reached that was Kevin Hart when he did 10 sold out shows.
Okay.
So I'm not sitting here saying that the man isn't making money, and I'm not sitting here saying that the man doesn't. And like you said, I don't want to count his pockets. I'm not sitting here saying that the man doesn't make money, and I'm not saying that the man isn't rich. But we were speaking on behalf of family's grandson living off that money. Now, of course, with what you're saying, the investments that he put his money into to help his money grow, okay, fine. But there's a big disbelief or smoke and mirrors that we put in for comics, and I only can speak for comics.
Okay, hold on. All right, first off, I let you run as far as I could stomach it.
I got you.
Let's get back to. I'm gonna give you all of that. There's parts of it I vehemently disagree with, but that's another. Okay. Let's get back to, and again, I asked one simple question I didn't get the answer to.
What was the question?
After writing on 2 of his specials, writing on radio for him for going on 7 years, is it safe to say that maybe, just maybe, one of us has a better working knowledge of his movements and what they cost?
Okay, so now
I'm gonna need a yes or no to that.
No, watch this.
Holy shit.
No, listen, because as you say, you whipping my ass in these conversations, then you really got to pay attention. Because I said yes. I said, but I do have the other side of the profession.
And I was going to get to that. Yes. No, please don't repeat yourself. Please don't repeat yourself.
I did say yes.
Okay, here is the problem. And I can't, this is being recorded.
Okay.
Therein lies the gap. There is a gap between what you hear yourself say and what actually comes out of your face. Because you did not. You went directly into your point of view. You didn't say yes, however, because I can respect a however.
No, Jeff,
because I was going to give you room for a however. Okay, you didn't take a however. You high hurdle my question and went right into your shit. And I am so glad we have this on video, because the first time that you said yes was when you just said yes. Because I would have said to you this had you said yes the first time. Since I have a better working knowledge, may I be in charge for a while? Because when you spit out what you thought he was mathematically at best on a weekend, I can guarantee you on my eyeballs, you are dead fucking wrong.
So you saying
because I have seen, and I happen to know personally, that your numbers for DL Hughley are about 10 years old.
Askew. They're very askew.
They are wrong. You are wrong. I just
want to say,
and I'm not, and hold on, Big Vino. I need to go on record as this. I've been knowing this nigga for 3 decades. There's a bunch of shit I disagree with him about, and we lock horns about it. But that's my friend. I've known this nigga forever. So I have to go on record as saying that I'm not comfortable talking no other dude's pockets. But for you to spit out those numbers, I can tell you, you are grossly fucking inaccurate.
Wrong.
So you saying he's making more than 50K a weekend?
I'm gonna say what I said, and I'm gonna leave it alone. The previous numbers that you spit out, are fucking wrong. And I'm not going to tell you what this man makes a weekend because I don't know exactly. I'm not his accountant.
I'm not asking what he. Watch this.
Yes, you are.
No. I'm saying, do you think he makes more than 50K?
I think it's none of my business because I'm a grown ass man with a house of my own.
But you jumped out and said he's wealthy. So
no, I already did. Did you not hear my apology for that, or do you need it again?
No, you did.
Okay, so could we pretty please with sugar on top never bring that up again?
Okay, got you.
This is the ass whoopings I'm talking about in conversation.
The refreshing nature of this conversation is sponsored by Minute Maid Aqua Fresca.
Now, anyway, let's get back to it. I already said, because of what you said, you can wealth. Broke is a state of finance. Poor is a state of mind. I got a bigger name. It's my wife. So what? Hey, baby.
Back to the commercial.
I am on another show, but I won't be long. What's up?
The refreshing nature of this conversation is brought to you by Minute Maid Aqua Frescas. Frescas.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple and chapter.
Hold on, wait. Let me see that. Hold on. Aqua Frescas.
Yes, the Aqua Frescas. These things are delicious.
Well, I haven't heard back from Jay.
I saw that in the store, and I thought maybe I saw it in the store, and I'm like,
I love you.
No, it's delicious. It's just filtered water with a little pineapple juice in it, and it's delicious.
The old ball and chain checking.
Not too sweet.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Refreshes the tongue.
Okay. Excellent. Fuck your beverage. Now, here's what we need to get.
Saying that was the sponsor to your refreshing conversation.
Okay.
Frescas.
Okay, and thank you, Vino. But I'm busy sullying up the dojo floor with JP's guts. Now, this is what I'm telling you. That it just doesn't strike me as it's just not my business what other men make when it comes to money. I just can't. And maybe there is some smoke and mirrors that you are discussing. Maybe there are some dudes not getting it. But I'm trying to tell you, bruh, you're not touching certain cats, especially on a corporate, for less than 6 digits. You're not. You think you're going to get Cedric the Entertainer for less than 6 digits?
I definitely know that. I know corporate is like crazy.
That's bananas money, bro.
I know.
I was making, my funky ass was making $10,000 to $15,000 a corporate event back when I was doing a lot of corporates. But that's fucking bread.
When they said Gary Owens' wife was after him and reported he made $44,000 a weekend, like that was what was reported in the papers on the court documents. You know what I'm saying? And that's just giving you like kind of a market,
a gauge.
So where do you think Gary Owens and
is on the scale with D.L. Hughley? The same?
I got you.
Okay. So yes. And this is the danger we get into with measuring niggas' pockets. That's why I don't do it. Okay? I measure Jeff Brown's pockets. And I don't why? Why? Because one thing it'll do is drive you nuts. It'll drive you crazy because of the money they make and you don't. And why? And you start trying to put rules to this shit. Now, and then there's another thing. Hollywood, we all know this, is run by 3 groups of people: gays, Jews, and gay Jews. If you have a problem with either of the groups of those people, you don't need to be working in Hollywood, because that's who run it. And anytime that there are Jews connected to you, oh, bruh, you making bread because they making bread off of you. So I don't know who these inflated comics are, but I happen to know personally the numbers of a number of comics, and they ain't small. Lavelle Crawford's numbers are not small. Ricky Smiley's numbers are not small
at all.
I don't know if he's still out there. Steve Eddie Griffin's numbers are not small. George Lopez's numbers are not small. Said's numbers are not small. These are numbers that I know of that I don't speak on. So I don't know who them other dudes you are talking about, but the niggas on the list I just popped out ain't no paper short.
I definitely agree with those.
JP, let me tell you some real shit. Like, I sit in the corporate structure of some of these places. Like, I kind of finesse my way in with a refreshing air of like everything. I'm only going to speak about what's right. So I've seen these back rooms. I've heard these conversations. I know what days they talk. I know who's getting cut to the bar. Some of these acts get barred because they're gonna fuck the door. They're gonna get part of the liquor because my niggas is gonna come in here and drink.
Right.
Like, it's
I'm gonna tell them to get a. I'm gonna tell them to get a Hennessy to take it with me at this point in the show. Oh yeah,
yeah, I've seen it. They love when that's why I keep telling you, JP. I don't know what view you have of it up there, but I've seen the corporate structure of these shit. They try to finesse and finagle us and tell us we not the mainstream. We are the mainstream. 85% of weekends in these comedy clubs around the country, it is an urban act, what they consider an urban act. They don't just say, they say urban, but it's the mainstream, because if 85% of it is what's going on here, the other 15% of it is the cult shit.
So let me ask you a question. When did you tell me that?
I told you that.
Nigga, you ain't never tell me that. I say that all the time. I said that when Caroline's had a whole window full of niggas. I said that for decades. You didn't tell me that.
Oh, well, I must have told somebody else that while I was in a conversation and you didn't back me up. So I took it.
There's a great and a sad reason for that.
I call that the nigga pumping machine when I would walk past Caroline's and it was every black comic in the world in the window, and I'm sitting there going, this drives the comedy scene. This drives, because we come down to Caroline's and we come down to all those other rooms.
No, brother, not. It's just that we come down. Nobody wants to run away from looking broke worse than black people, and they will run themselves broke to do it. We need to be, it is important that you see me spending this money while other people are starving, so you understand that I'm okay. It's not enough for me to have the money. You got to see me spending it. Mm-hmm. And they have plugged into that vein in black society, and that is the lifeblood of clubs. You need to see me buy out the bar. You need to see me buy bottles. You need to see me buy this Hennessy. I need to be seen in my best shit so that people look at me and think that I'm okay. That's that shit.
That's the funny shit. When I was a drug dealer, people loved to buy their drugs from the flashiest drug dealer. When I was on my cool, laid-back shit, and business was slow. Bought a couple fly shirts, got with the trends, and then business started booming. They want to know that their drug money is being spent on that useless Mercedes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, that's another axiom I have come across.
They don't want a drug dealer and a kid.
You will never see. Like, I don't know anybody here know any hoes with good credit. No. I don't know one hoe that got good credit. All the hoes I know have horrible credit because hoes generally make horrible choices other places.
Hoes love 100 singles rather than $100 bill.
Or in the words of Don King, a nigga will take $50,000 cash over $1 million check any day. Mm. Mm. And that's just the truth. It's a sad reality, but that and where we should really be offended is that there was a time in the 80s where these clubs did not want black artists at all.
Come on now.
At all. Until white folks stopped showing up to see Stevie Muckety Muck with a guitar and a fucking duck.
The same Carolines that had all the black faces on the wall in the windows when they was down in the pier, they wouldn't even let us in the room.
Yep.
Wouldn't even let us in the room.
And now we are all that's keeping woo shit. Comedy clubs are being kept alive by Black dysfunction.
Yep. I say that all the time.
Black dysfunction.
And let me tell you what we do in our own rooms. So we'll run down to the mainstream, whatever room, the Carolines, the comedy, blah, blah, blah. But in our own rooms, we won't charge a fee and the art is free, but you pay for the buffalo wings. Where we smash the art in our own room, but go pay high money for the same art.
You know, because dude, but here's the good news is that a great much of that thinking and energy is dying, literally going to the graveyard.
What do you mean?
I mean, old people that think that way are dying, and we are now in a phase where the only thing that's going to survive is those of us who can come together and exercise. But then again, capitalism is about to be gone. Communism in capitalism, socialism in capitalism, finding the value in a neighborhood buying 300 pounds of beans together, because if you buy beans in 100-pound increments, you get them a lot cheaper. And then you divide that by the poundage that your family would eat in a year. And everybody buy their beans together. Everybody buy their rice together. That kind of shit. That's the shit. And until we can when we have that brain, we won't have that other brain. And it's coming. I believe it. I have a firm belief in its arrival. It is on the way in these young people. You got young people that think like that. It's these old niggas. They're still old niggas that's still talking shit about the young niggas with no solution for them. They gotta die. Because those are the same people that you talking about that have that mentality with the clubs. It's some young Black people that ain't fucking around. And I really, really root for them. And then a hush fell over the audience after his dopeness.
I'm sitting there going, okay. I see here in New York, I see clubs fighting for what they think to be the only market. And the artists trying to divide the public in their own domain. It's not a lot of comics I see here in New York that believe that their market can be any of these guys' market, and all of these guys' market. Like, let me give you an example of what I mean. And I'm going to put names out there. They got like a top 5, top 6 tier comics out here.
Okay.
Talent, Capone, Rob Stapleton, Smokey. I don't know who else. Just, you know,
Shout out to them. Will Sylvans.
No. These guys are top tier.
No love for Will.
It's not that I'm telling you.
He's not talking about ability right now.
I'm not. No. Well, wow.
Only.
I'm talking.
Talking about ability only.
I'm
talking, Will Sylvans, bruh. Will Sylvans is a Marvin Hagler. Will, I'm a fan
of Will Sylvans.
I love Will, man.
I mean, don't get it twisted.
Me up. It's certain niggas. I'll come in the room to watch him work. That's how much I love Will Sylvans. I do. That nigga. Oh my God. Something about his ignorant ass. I get it. I get him and I enjoy it.
I'm not a person's art is a person's art. What I'm saying, top tier guys is who's constantly being booked, who believe that the audience wants to see, blah blah blah. So these top tier guys try to divide the circuit amongst them.
Okay.
Talent's the king in this area. Rob Stapleton's the area king in this area.
Okay.
Capone has these spots. So amongst them, they draw in whatever young comic believes in what they do.
Okay.
And now those young comics are like heirs to those
disciples of those churches.
Right. Yeah. And heirs to those grounds.
Okay.
It's like hip hop, nigga. You was either Zulu Nation, you was
come on. We tribe up. We tribe up. I'm waiting on the point here. I'm waiting on the point. Don't get in the way of the point. He's going somewhere, I think.
But what I want one comic to understand is that you can have a bit of it all. You can, if not it all. But they've all believed in. So now with this battle, with all this battling, what's happening is that the art suffers, because now to get people into my room, I have to compete with these guys over here. So now the room that was originally $20 went down from 20 to 10 to ladies get in before free at 8, then $5 before. Now it's $2 Tuesday. Now it drops down to you got to just buy 2 drinks. Now it's free and you got to pay for the buffalo wings, which at that point destroys the art. Because now if you're not paying for the art, anybody can come in and anybody can really get on the stage, because I owe no allegiance to nothing.
Okay.
But when you put the financial back to the art, now you have an obligation to put on a great show, because the people paid for a great show. And that's hold on. And that's what happens when they come down to the Funny Bones and to the Carolines. They paid that money, so they're guaranteed this great act.
You know who you sound like? Bleak and Shadow. Bleak and Shadow. This is the Bleak and Shadow argument. You are lamenting over where I do agree with you is how dope it would be if, and I don't know that they haven't, if they could form a conglomerate and be one fist, it would be dope. But we don't think that way.
You know,
I think that
we tried it here in New York. You know what happened here in New York with that?
What?
We tried to unionize, but in the unionization of comedy here, top tier comics was delegating how much everybody else should get paid, and everybody else didn't agree. Like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to have weekly meetings with all of the comedians, as many as, and we would be up in there 40, 50 deep in these spaces talking about janky promoters and clubs that ain't good and the demands that we want. And then all of a sudden, and I'll speak it out loud, Talent gave another comedian a contract. His team, Robin Hood Entertainment, gave another comedian a contract to manage him. And the comedian said, how the fuck I'm gonna give this sign to another comedian's management when you want what I want? Now I have to hope that this management that this other comedian owns will put me a part of things that he wants. So there was so many things that was.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with this problem. Depending upon where the comedian is in his career and how long the term of the contract is, he could have hurt himself. Because here's my job. Here's what I'm going to request of you as a manager. I can get what I'm supposed to get on my own. I need you to get me something I'm not supposed to have. What am I not supposed to have, Talent, that you can get me?
You know, you watch this, Jeff. And
there's a there. Hold on.
No, hold on. Let me say this real quick. We know this because of the time. Like, my first contract that was given to me, I didn't realize what you're saying now, because I know it now. And then someone said, no, you can put a contingency clause in there. You know, don't worry about these things. It's these things that I want you to get. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that at first. So I'm quite sure when this comic received this contract, you know, he's not thinking contingency and blah blah blah. He's just sitting here going, wait a minute. How is my management and me trying to shoot for the same thing?
Well, I've been in that position. Hey man, I don't need your help filing. Hey, give me that. This nigga. No, fuck. Hold on a minute. Shit fell, and my dog will go right to the shit on the floor.
I mean, my question in trying to process this in depth is, what level was the comedian who was offered the contract? Was it the same level as time? Because if it's a nigga fresh off the open mic circuit, you know what I mean,
You're
and
supposed to jump at
saying,
that.
yo, look, I'm gonna have some dates where I'm gonna open and you just come through and be, well, I'm the headliner and you coming in and opening for me. That's what's up. But
was this comic, by the way, Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle or some other star that rose after that to be higher than talent now?
I don't know if you would know him, and I don't want to put his name out there.
Yeah.
Me knowing his career right now, he is far much along than where talent is.
Okay. Let
me ask you this question, fellas. You're a veteran comedian.
Yeah.
Been working for 15, 20 years.
Okay.
You got a steady pay.
Okay.
In comes a younger comic who has more popularity than you. Now they book both you, the veteran who has a lot of time, and this young comic with a lot of popularity. Mm-hmm. Who gets the bigger purse?
Who gets the bigger purse? It depends upon who I'm dealing with.
Whoever
I can't say that.
Deal. Yeah. Whoever set up the deal. Like, because the person who you can say, the person who put the asses in the seat did the damn thing. But you can say the person who kept them there drinking also did the damn thing. Because that vet with his time and able to keep the people drinking and know how to engage an audience and maximize their time here, he also should be well compensated for that.
Here's how I handle this. And I will name names because it happened. And it happened to some New York comics. I was on the first season and the third season of Last Comic Standing. And the third season was the best of the best from the first and the second season. In the first season, I was in the final 5. We went on a tour, started in Vegas. Ralphie, now the winner was Dat Fan. God bless him. Bruh, Dat Fan. He had something come to him really big too early, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But there was Ralphie and me and Rich Voss, Corey Kahaney, veteran comedians. Well, Ralphie had some dates. God bless the dead. Ralphie had some dates, so he couldn't do the first, I think, 3 nights. So we kept the order they wanted, which was me to go up second. That was an order mistake. So they go, okay, Jeff, we want you to close the show. I said, sure, I'll close the show if you give me Ralphie's money. Wait a minute, what now? I said, the money I took was to go second because I knew we was going to get here. I need you to understand that I won Star Search 10 years before I won this, and I haven't gotten less funny. What make you think I'm going to do the show I do? I did it in the spot number 2 because I knew we was going to get here to pushing me to the end of the show. I just didn't know how. And I'm good with it, but I'm not going to close this show for number 2 money. I've been doing this for too long. And my manager was like, wow, yes, that's exactly right. We're not doing this. You're going to have to pay him. And I closed the 2 shows. Shows went great. I got the money I was supposed to get. But when Ralphie came back, they kicked me off the tour. And I was cool with that because I had other shit I was doing on my own to promote myself from Last Comic. So my point is that you can't, this statement about this shit is every man for himself and God for us all. So if this dude you are telling me is much further than Talent now,
and at the time, Talent jumped in the game very gifted, so I can't even front on him. He jumped in the game very gifted.
Oh yeah, he jumped in. He jumped in on third base.
Yeah. And trust me, I was there. Like the reputation of Talent whipped around, and when I say whipped, I'm talking about he had a guy named Randy Forrest that was his manager back then.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you the reputation of Talent whipped around the circuit so goddamn quick. By the time I got to see him, he was already like New York's favorite. You know what I'm saying?
And it happened fast.
Fast, bro.
Well, and shout out to Talent. That I love that damn fool. My point is, and I was in a similar situation where George Lopez was my manager for a little while. And dude was trying to help me, but I couldn't be upset that he wasn't. He was trying, but he was busy being George fucking Lopez. And it wasn't about
what George Lopez are we talking?
The George Lopez show. George Lopez.
Right. Okay. So by that time he already had full wings.
Bro, full up and flying.
Yeah.
And flying.
Yeah.
In the prime of being George Lopez.
Yes, sir.
And because we used to work out at the same club, the Ice House, he was coming in working on Why You Crying. And
so watch this. So in conversation what you're saying, in comparison to how George Lopez was then when he gave you a contract, Talent in this comic wasn't at that similar.
Right.
So Talent giving him a contract is almost like me giving Vino a contract. This, like, what good is me giving Vino a contract? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. I get that.
And here's another question, fellas. Here's something that I want to ask. What do you think about a comedy club giving comedians contract to work there regularly?
You don't need a contract to work there regularly.
What? Trust me, bro. I'm feeling you, but
okay.
Why would you have a contract to work there regularly? Like, okay, you secure a contract, like if you're gonna do a cruise, this is how many days we're gonna be on, like the terms of it. But like, real talk, I work at the Funny Bones regularly. It's
I can give you
1099.
60. I can give you 5 good reasons why right now. Number one, if you're smart, you incorporate yourself, and this is an excellent opportunity to create a financial paper trail.
Okay.
Okay.
That's number one.
I got that.
Number two, if this is a contract over time, depending upon the position, especially if it's host, this is gold. Because what this comedy club is saying is that if you don't fuck your way through the wait staff or get drunk and throw up on stage, we're going to guarantee you that we're going to pay you to work on your craft, and that you're absolutely going to have these nights on stage. So as a business, I would leap at that. I would leap at it, because now when other niggas is calling around trying to figure out if they got time, nigga, I'm going to tell you right where I'm going to be, and I can take my joke book out and tell you exactly what I'm going to be working on, and this is New York. If I really want to, I can tell a joke 5 times a night. Nigga, you know how dope I have been thinking about this for years, of just moving to New York for like 6 months and just really hitting the bag.
Okay, that makes sense in a market like New York. I'm talking about where I'm at, where there's a show just once a week. Where we're at the fun. We lucky if we get a Thursday night. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm working on a Wednesday, but we'll see what that plays out.
Okay. So why would you not want a contract just because a contract
security?
One, it's security. B, it is what part of your end is it expecting you to hold up? That's the issue. Is it just am I responsible for how many asses are here? If that's the case, well, now we can start talking about numbers at the door because we can get to the point of a bonus. If that's the case, if not, if I'm just here every week and I can count on you giving me this much money, well, I can subtract that from the amount of money I owe each month. Or I can take that money and save that money so that I can buy my own equipment so that I can record myself, or I can do blank. Or there are a lot of options with a contract, especially when you can get one. And at the end of it,
security.
No, it's more than that. It's also a paper trail of your reputation, because at the end, you ask for a good boy letter from the club. And now there's an entity outside of yourself that says that Big Vino is responsible. Big Vino is accurate. He was on time. He was funny. He was all this shit. He didn't fuck none of my wait staff, and the nigga didn't get drunk and throw up on stage. Respectfully submitted, Bob Shickety Schmack of the Doogity Boogity Boo. You have that. So when you get ready to throw down with a corporate and you tell them, no, I don't want to take 5, I need 15,000, and here's a reference, bam. That's what you can do with a contract.
You know, this is about 3 weeks now. You know what I noticed? You're very business rigid. Is rigid like straight?
Disciplined. No, it's just
no, I don't know about discipline. I do business with niggas. I just don't do nigga business. That's nigga business. Maybe I'm gonna be down here. Nigga, what time am I gonna be down here? You ain't got maybe for the nachos.
Oh no, I definitely.
You ain't got maybe for the beer.
I didn't take that aspect of it when he presented it. Like, I do appreciate getting those checks. Those checks cash.
Well,
those checks cash. My bank, I deposited on the way home Sunday night after a long weekend. Deposited the check. Monday by 11 p.m. that money in my account.
Okay, now I have to ask you, Big Vino, how much of that money is invested in taping your own special and what that gonna cost?
All of it. Beautiful. It's at my disposal to do whatever I need with right now. It's just, It's just sitting there. It's just, I don't really spend this comedy money. I put it together when like if I do a show, this shirt that I'm wearing, it's disorderly conduct. This is part of my merch.
Bam, you go to every time. There you go.
Yeah, every time I do a show, my disorderly conduct show, I drop 2 new colors of this shirt. I've run through all of them, every single one. I bought 500 of these t-shirts. Every single one of them sold. So now I got to sell some more of them. I've discounted them at what I got them out, but I got them out. So,
well, brother, and every time somebody wear one, it's a conversation.
Mm-hmm. And it's a funny story.
Yes. So my point is this, is that if you can make a contract work for you, get in a contract. Because there are ways to make it work for you. Make it beyond the visible. Getting into to solidifying your brand. Here's another business outside of me that is not my uncle that has counted on me and I have delivered, and I have a record of that. That's big when you move forward. So get your contracts and get your good boy letters, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I don't think that's not rigid. That's business 101. That's what the Hebes tell their kids that black folks don't tell theirs. That's rich dad, poor dad. That's hustling for bro. I have not been unemployed since I was 14 years old.
Mm.
From 14 years old to right now, I've been hustling my fucking ass off, and I'll be 59 next year. So, and bruh, this is everything. Yes, a couple of times in my life, I've made $1 million in a 12-month period. I've also slept in my truck. Real talk. I did a Kevin Hart special back in the day, taped it, and took a limo back to the truck I was sleeping in. So this ain't no collar popping bullshit. This is to say that I have rode the fucking roller coaster with regard to business and finance. And I know a few
truck
things.
To sleep in, my nigga. I slept in a 1992 Ford Escort, Sport Edition. The two. It was C4 if you were a smaller person. But for myself, that's that 2 people, maybe a third if y'all niggas want to cramp in on the other side. But this seat going all the way back and recline. That was my house for a second.
So yeah, and the Sport Edition didn't help any of what he was doing right there. None of it. The sports suspension, the sports stripe on the side was not helping. None of it.
He said the sports stripe.
that the raised letter tires was not helping.
And the frame was shifted a little bit, so it looked funny when it rolled down the street. It looked like it was going straight, but it always looked like it was about to swing a left.
About to turn. Crazy. He was creeping down the street. What's happening, bitches? What's happening? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tomorrow my wife and I celebrate our 19th wedding.
That's what's up.
19th. Shit.
All right, man.
Who owe you money that said y'all ain't gonna make it 5 years?
Oh, Comics thought it was a Comics. Hamburger said the funniest joint in the world.
Yo, shout out to Hamburger.
Hamburger said, "Man, I heard you got married," and I said, Hamburger said, "Man, I heard you got married," and I told that person, "Oh, JP wrote that skit." In other words, he thought my marriage was a skit, bro. That was hysterical. Me and my wife.
Somehow it's lost in translation.
Me and my wife.
Here's a couple of wordsmiths. We both. Did you lose it, Vino? I didn't get it.
No, I tuned out when he said hamburger. I'm not a fan.
Oh wow! See, I didn't know that. See, I'm Switzerland with most comments.
Yeah, no. I'm cool. It's nothing crazy. It's just Hamburger taught me my first lesson in comedy. Sometimes you gotta get paperwork on these niggas. Because I booked them for a show, and it was one of them shows where it's like I had a nice room in Jersey, right down in downtown Newark. A lot of niggas use it now. It's called the Rouge Lounge. I was the first one. That's my man. Me and the owner go back. So when he found out I was doing comedy, he's like, "Come run this show." So we had a good little groove, and I was making money. And I said, "Let me step it up, get good money, and book Hamburger." Went to book Hamburger. Tickets started moving, and then Hamburger canceled on me day of. Said, "Yo, I'm on a plane. I got a better gig in LA. I gotta go."
Oh man!
I said, "No, don't do this to me, player."
Oh man, come on! Are you serious?
Yeah, he said, "I got a better deal." Literally said to me verbatim. I had good money. I had like the way I was.
So what happened?
Grooving, man, took my first loss in the comedy game door-wise.
So who closed it?
Man, it was a group effort with a couple of young niggas that I work with, from time to time. Sharif Hood, not Sharif Hood, Sharif Johnson, JP.
No.
Motherfucking, who else came through for me that day?
My stomach hurt, man.
Yeah. So we had to, I took a loss, because they found out Earthquake wasn't there, and I had to give money out at the door and some people.
Earthquake or Hamburger?
Hamburger. But yeah, I had to get back money at the door while I waited for the Eventbrite money to come back in because tickets were sold. Like I was good. I was looking good.
And more than that, it's reputation, bro.
Yeah, so it hurts me. He be coming down here all the time. I just don't even go in the building. I just like, and so that's why. How long ago? This was when I first started comedy. This is my whole comedic career. Like I said, it was like, what was that? That was the second or third show.
Okay, we're gonna need a date, Vino. Like on the
no, but it was like my third. like third, maybe fourth month of doing comedy,
which is not on the calendar.
Really good at comedy.
We're gonna need stick that to a calendar.
Put it to a calendar.
Like when was that? What year? What month and year?
2017. I started comedy.
There we go. So somewhere in
so
2017.
That was like, it was early. It was like March.
About 5 to 6 years ago.
No, yeah, 6 years. 6, almost 7 years ago now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then it's recent.
Yeah. So he straight stunned on me because I was about my business. So I knew business-wise putting the comedy show together. When niggas arrive to the venue, have their money in an envelope. Niggas always perform better when they got their money already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you walk into a venue and Vino doing the show for you, here's your thing. Unless we've arranged something else.
No, not the TV earns, goddammit.
Yeah. Oh, don't give it the TV earns. But no, I give them your money. I call you in the morning, make sure you know, hey, look, when you arrive, I'm gonna be in the back. I don't want to see nobody. Just tell them you looking for me. And then they're gonna send you to me, and then we good. I'm gonna give you your money, and then you chill here. I had it together. Like I had the procedure and the protocol of doing rooms together. But he when I called him that morning, he wasn't even gonna tell me either. He was going. If I hadn't called him that morning, it wasn't like he was gonna tell me. He wouldn't have told me he was gonna do that.
So was he supposed to drive in?
He was in Jersey. He lives in Jersey. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, okay, I'm spending money on you, and you live in the area.
Oh man, that's personal.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
because okay, you don't this shit that came up in LA. But okay, sure, we need you here tomorrow.
How long should we be holding these grudges? Like especially a show grudge like that. How long do you hold a grudge towards?
Right, it wasn't even let me make up something for you.
Until the person goes, hey, brother, that shit that I did was fucking foul, and I apologize for it. Until then.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
Yeah, and the real shit that pisses me off about it was like, it was no second thought about it. Like, hey, yo, a lot of these tickets, pretty much all these tickets was because they said, oh, hamburger out here?
Yeah. Now, and furthermore, you also owe a public apology. Hey, what's up? This mean to them people that I did that show, that shit where you thought I was coming? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think a lot of times comics think that the world revolves around them, so integrity plays the bottom part, and that to me is so hurtful. I get so tired of being clumped in, and you do too, Jeff, because I like how you said last week, whoa, don't say comedians, don't clump me in with the comedians.
No, please don't.
Right. Because we get, as a comic, we get such a bad rap for the bad apples in our bunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of my major pet peeves is when I ask, what time do you want me to be there? Showtime is at 8, so get here about 7:30. But what time am I going on? No, I need you here to make sure that you're here. I get it, bro. Comics told you that they're going to be there, and they never got there. I'm telling you that I don't want to sit around for an hour and 15 minutes, 10 minutes before I go on just wandering. What time am I scheduled to go on? And I'll be in there 15 minutes before my show.
Well, here's the simplicity in that.
I hit him with a call time.
Brother. I go a little further. When you write the contract, you go, look, I'm the club owner or I'm the promoter. Show, you're the headliner. The show starts at 8:30. I like my headliners in the room by 8:45. Can we agree upon that? If he says yes, he or she says yes, then I'm going to dock you $100 for every minute that you are late. If you get here by 9 o'clock when I said 8:45, you might as well.
You fucked off some new Louis.
You fucked off your bread. And I guarantee you niggas will make their way When you put it in the here it is in the contract. I'm gonna deduct $100 a minute because I'm not gonna sit around on pins and needles because you want to have headliner's ego disease and stroll the fuck in here when you want to. I'm not asking for much. What do you want in the green room? I have a very nice green room.
Mm-hmm.
You can have anything but cocaine back there. It's girls that'll suck you dead. I'm not worried about that. You want some weed? What's your favorite drink?
Do a show. We gotta do a show, Jeff. We got to get together, bro.
Bro, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Bro, all I'm saying
is I like how you roll.
Bro, all this other shit. This is how I used to do when niggas talk about janky promoters. I never had a problem with them because here's how we gonna get down. You want to book me? Okay, it's $2,000. What I'm going to need is it's an air. I am going to need a 50% deposit before 30 days after this conversation.
Or 30 days before the show.
No. The conversation.
To lock the date in.
To lock the date in. That's how I know you're serious. Because a bunch of shit could happen that's more important to you than free. That'll fuck off my calendar. Something gonna have to happen to you that's more important than $1,000 for you to break my date. So I need a 50% deposit right up front. 30 days before the show, I need my itinerary. I need an airplane ticket. I need to stay in this hotel, and I ain't breaking your arm. Nigga, it ain't got to be. Put me in the Embassy Suites. Put me in something where I ain't got to worry about a meth deal going on in the hallway.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's all I ain't got to.
I'll put you up in some fly shit over the beach. It's gonna look over the water.
Okay,
it's gonna be a little jacuzzi tub.
And if I was a single cat, that would impress me. But as a married dude, I ain't trying to bring no bitches back and have to explain no dumb shit. Bruh, I need somewhere ain't no roaches gonna crawl in my ear when I go to sleep.
I don't want that fourth glass window. That's what I don't want.
Right? Okay. Now, right before I go on stage, I need the rest of my money before I touch the mic. Or I need it put wherever I say I need it put. If you fail at any of that, guess what? I just made $1,000 for even dealing with your ass. When you put your shit like that, that's what a contract looked like. And when a nigga break it, wherever he breaks it, if you don't have my airplane ticket for me 30 days before I get on this plane, and I'm not going to remind you, I just made $1,000. And you can take me to court, and you're going to lose there too, because you didn't handle your business. I outlined it right here. It's right here.
And that's what Hamburger taught me. My new shit was, whatever I book you for, if you break the contract, you owe me 3 times what I booked you for.
How about that? How about that? But you got to put something in there.
Yeah.
That covers that.
Especially if I had to pay half of your deposit up front.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay a stocking fee, nigga. You got to pay me for trying to run around like a headless chicken and unfuck, and that's payable. That's payable the night of when you fuck me.
Do you so the question is, do you think comics, young comedians today, or even comics in general, need an AR department?
No. What do you? Oh, you mean like grooming?
Artist development department.
Okay. I've often said this. I wanted to start. I talked about starting a company where we invest in a young comic. We get him a car. We get him a social media presence, and we push him along and groom him as a stand-up. And then when he reaches the success he reaches, we get a piece of him for a predetermined period of time that we are both comfortable with, and then he's free to go.
You were gonna say in perpetuity.
No. No, it wasn't no devil contract. It wasn't no devil contract. No,
I learned that from De La Soul, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, and in any known and unknown universe, no. I'm not. No, I'm like, we'll figure out how long. Ain't nobody trying to rape nobody. I just see something in you, and we want to groom it our way. You're gonna have a place to stay. You're gonna have something to eat. You're gonna have a car. You're gonna have rules, nigga. This ain't gonna be some kind of fucking, I'm gonna surprise inspection this motherfucker. It better be clean, and it ain't a hangout for other comic fucking bombs.
No hoes after midnight type shit.
No hoes. Yeah, that kind of shit. Don't have no bitches up in here. This is not your trick off spot.
You know who comes from a very strict upbringing in the comedy game, and you can tell in his movements, Jay Farrell.
Wow.
Jay Farrell's sister kept that kid in line. You hear me? Kept that kid in line.
I almost got him one day, though. I almost got him with the blunt one day. I did this unconsciously.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't smoke?
He probably do. He probably do it in private, though. He making sure no pictures get out to TMZ.
Yo, but he's so well groomed when it comes to this comedy business. You know who else is too, now that we're talking about it? Dean Edwards.
Yeah. Dean
Edwards and he's self-groomed. Like
consummate businessman.
Dean Edwards has such a sense of self-respect. Now, let me tell you what I always say when I see Dean Edwards. Have a problem with Dean Edwards is to have a problem with.
Can you help me with my jokes? Is that what you always say when you see him?
Right. So to have a problem with
nothing, nigga, you gonna let me get away with it? Okay.
Yeah, to have a problem with Dean Edwards is to have a problem with life. Like Dean is sometimes I even fear being around Dean because I say to myself, my moral compass is bent because this dude here, like I can see him and Jesus like this. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just that guy. Sometimes I fear being around him. I'm like, damn, here I am being a good guy, but this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's a really good guy, bro.
Right. This dude gets cats out of trees.
Yo, bro, it amazing. You hear me? Let me text him and try to offer him to come in. Dean Edwards. Let me see if Dean will come in.
I love it.
Oh, Dean Edwards is a great guy, man. He's just an all-around great guy.
There are certain people that nobody, Alex Thomas,
Mark Overton, have
that nobody has said. Nobody has anything bad to say about
at all. Yo, bro, at all. You hear me? Like these guys are unblemished when it comes to their great rapport with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's quite a few guys. We need to salute those guys because those guys really
Ralph Harris.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He and I had the same management one time. I did hear some things, but it was coming from Tony Camacho, and I was like,
I remember Tony Camacho.
Oh man, he was my first management. Man, that was a lesson learned, bro.
Was he still around?
He's still around now.
Because dude used to court me for management all the time.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. When I tell you,
did I dodge a bullet?
This is the thing with Tony, and I met him at Grandpa's. Remember Grandpa from the Munsters?
Yeah.
He had a comedy club out in Staten Island, and I'm doing a comedy club, and Tony was out there. Now, mind you, this is late 80s. This is early 90s.
It had to be for Grandpa for the Munsters, nigga.
This is early 90s, and this is way out there in the back of Staten Island where you fucking niggas, you goddamn eggplants. You don't go out there. You hear me? I'm doing the room out there, and he come tippy-toeing out there because he walks on his tippy toes. He come tippy-toeing out there. Hey man, listen. I really want to work with you. Yo, here's my card. Make sure you give me a call. Blah 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 blah. And he's the reason why I never signed with Bob Sumner and all of them. Like Def Jam on Def Jam, I got a standing ovation. They never showed it because before it aired and after I taped, Bob and them came over to me and said, "Hey man, we want you to join our roster and get on the tours and stuff with us." I looked at their roster. You remember Bob Summer's roster back in the days?
Yeah.
Royale Watkins, Bill Bellamy,
Pierre
Tucker, Pierre, all these guys,
long ball hitters.
Yo, listen, and I'm saying to myself, where the fuck do I fall in this goddamn list? You're telling me, hey, put this number 17 number on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I went to Top Draw Entertainment, Tony Camacho. But the problem with Tony is Tony worked with Rick Messina. Remember, did you know Rick Messina?
Yeah, Rick Messina.
Rick Messina and Tony Camacho was Top Draw Entertainment. Rick Messina took Tim Allen and he moved to LA and he started the Tim Allen show and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Tony with Kim Coles, a young budding Chris Rock, a whole bunch of acts, but Tony didn't know how to manage the acts. So slowly they was leaving him. So by the time I get to Tony, I hear the stories and I'm like, well, this is definitely where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? But little that
you mean you hear the good stories.
Right. Well, exactly. What up, Journey? And little do I know that, you know, as I start meeting these guys one-on-one, everybody has the same, Jeff, everybody has the same expression about, I said, yeah, I'm managed by Tony Camacho. Tony, good luck. Everybody.
God damn.
This is the one thing they say. He's a good guy, but he just doesn't know this business. You hear me? And he kept me on the college circuit. You remember NACA. You remember how NACA used to be. Do you remember how NACA used to be?
I don't know how it is now, but
I've learned a little about NACA.
I didn't do bad at all.
Right. I didn't do bad at me, Dave Chappelle, and Happy Cole. Man.
Happy Cole.
Remember Happy Cole?
Yeah.
Hey, we was the three biggest nigga acts over here on the East Coast. I was third in line. They go, we got Dave Chappelle, Happy Cole, and my name back then was Jameek. And you see our pictures all over the place. I used to say to myself, Happy Cole has got to be the coolest fucking name. And his picture was cool. Remember his picture?
Grinning.
Yo, Happy Cole picture. I just remember to see this. I go, that's a nigga named Happy Cole right there, boy. That's a happy.
I just wrote a movie for you, JP, in my head. It's about an aging comedian, and he gets like what is in base is a comedic Alzheimer's, where he just reverts back to and regales himself with stories of green rooms past. And he keeps telling the same joke over and over again. And like this, his grandson is like an up and coming comedian, and he has to watch his grandpa go through this. And it's just like a touching story. You know, it's gonna have a sad ending, kind of like Driving Miss Daisy. Like we knew Miss Daisy was gonna die eventually.
As all old racist white women should.
Yeah. But
never understood the sympathy for that broad.
Like his last words is his first joke. Like it's a deep metaphorical circle like that. I think you'd be great for the grandpa. I've been trying to get you to take that name because I know you've been looking for a moniker. The Comedy Abuelo. Maybe I'm high. Who knows?
Well,
I'm just not receiving any of you guys' jokes today because
I don't think he was joking. I was.
Vino. Let me tell you what Vino tries.
I'm staying out the way.
Vino tries to hit those under the bar joke, not under the belt, but under the bar. He tries to hit those snaps and cracks.
I'm a grandmaster of that style.
Yeah, I pay no attention to that stuff.
So you think this is that?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Because I think this is a great idea for a movie. Okay. I'm just
then you
staying out of the way because I'm a writer producer, nigga. I ain't gonna start talking unless it's some real shit.
You want to take the role? Then I'm good. Then I'm all right.
No, I wouldn't take the role. I would write that. I would write something like that. I can see some I can see the beats in that.
You two work on that then. You two work on that.
I think it would be great. I think it would be an Oscar-worthy movie.
Yeah. Okay. Then you work on that. Y'all two go ahead and cast that.
All right, don't come running back around when Kevin Hart want to produce this shit.
I promise you.
You have no idea what you just said.
I promise you I won't.
Okay.
Promise you I won't. I promise
Dino, real talk. That's magic that you just let's talk, man.
Yeah.
Let's sit down.
I wish y'all the best of luck with that one.
Okay. We're gonna take it. Because that's a great, that's Mr. Saturday Night.
That's Rain Man.
Done. It's there's a lot. Yeah, I see a lot there, brother. I would fuck with that, and I think it can be fun. I think it can take the audience on an absolute emotional roller coaster,
just up and down,
and say everything we want to say about comedy. We get to say it.
Flashbacks, all that shit.
What do you think what do you think the dialogue is going to be about? The dialogue is going to be about what we were talking about earlier, the truth about black clubs, about his time, about bruh, I'm all over this. Yeah. The more I talk about it, the more I like it.
I just saw a scene. He gets real triggered about somebody says like a triggering phrase.
Stop. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You just said that. It's extraordinary. Because I want to compliment you on earlier today. Because I always used to tell people that I'm ordinary. I'm just a little extra. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you. Stop.
I disagree. I don't think you're ordinary at all. But again, it's about you, how you have to see you. But that's some other shit that I usually work out with fucking life coaching. Look, what needs to happen is I need you to email me and put in the body of the email the project we are talking about, and put in the title the name, working title or whatever, or
working title. We'll call it The Last Laugh.
Well, okay. Email me. We need to start a paper trail on this, because I'm gonna put that on the board, nigga. I'm gonna fuck with that. I'm gonna fuck with that right there. That's what isn't it with the right actors? How is it not funny as fuck? How is it not heartwarming?
It crosses generations.
It crosses generations. It shut up. You're not involved with this. It crosses generations. You see what I did there? It works on so many levels. It talks about commentary, opportunity for other comics to be funny as hell on camera in a movie, B plots. There's no shortage, brother. There's no shortage. This can be well mined, and yeah.
So it's pissing me off because I've been even more tapped in ever since the writers have been on strike. And it's pissing me off because I had eyes on it. I really had hopes. But I know ain't shit happening while.
What do you mean?
The Writers Guild, they're on strike.
So that don't mean you can't write projects together. It's who you pitch them to.
Right. Because I actually learned that people are going overseas to write.
Yeah. You can pitch
people going overseas to film now.
Can't no fucking Writers Guild tell you, brother. I remember the guild. Can't nobody fucking tell you can't write with me.
Right. And not just that. People are taking their films outside of the district of the guild. So like say I'm watching new stuff come out, and I'm looking at the thing filmed in Canada, even though Canada is a common place, but people are finding their way outside of the
yes.
Because think about it, this strike has been going on now for about half a year.
Yeah. Right.
So
coming up on.
Right. So if television and movies took a gap that big, it would survive maybe about 2 or 3 months of that. But then after that, television and film would start looking real fucking shitty because they shoot things to put them out within the 6-month period. To put them out within the 6-month period, not all movies.
And it starts to look dated.
It starts to look dated. So their fresh stuff they're filming overseas now. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my friends was like, "Yeah, I got to go over here and I got to go film this over here." I'm like, "Wow, they're finding ways around it." That's why I tell people I personally think that this strike is going to last until next spring.
I don't know when it's going to be up, but it certainly is not a green light to not write. It's not a green light to not produce. It's a green light to get your guns ready for when the gates are open. You standing there with all your shit. That's the way I look at it. That's why I'm putting this on the board. I don't know when. This is why it's gonna take some time to sort out because I got projects ahead of it. But bruh, why not?
Is he still there?
Yeah, I think he's still there. Yeah,
I'm still here.
Yeah. Here. I'm gonna put my shit in it. Here's my email.
Yo, Jeff, I ain't got your number, bro. You know how many times I went looking for your number?
Well, that's by design. There's a reason for that. Here.
He said that's by design.
Well, you set yourself up for
that. I got Tombstone sitting right here. I'm saying to myself,
as
soon as
I put it in there.
As soon as I get off, I'm gonna look up Tombstone.
Bruh.
We'll watch Tombstone. It's sitting right here.
You cannot.
Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton, Power Booth.
Get you some popcorn. Do you eat popcorn?
Hell yeah.
Do you eat popcorn with Raisinets in it?
No, I never tried it, but I made a cheese pie. So today everything my wife said she wanted, I made.
It's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wanted.
I need you to try it and get back to me. Make some popcorn and drop the Raisinets over in there. Shake them up, and you're gonna make a mess on your fingers. But Negro,
it's the salt and sweet.
I can't watch. That's my guilty pleasure when I watch a movie.
Well, here we go. Salt, sour cream and onion, and a Snicker. Sour cream and onion and a Snicker.
Now,
and
here's what I would do.
I found that when I was high.
I would. It sound like nigga. Where do you think Where do you think a barbecued pizza and cheese sandwich quiche come from? You can't come up with that sober.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
Hey, bro. I can tell you this: baked potato with tuna fish, like cooked.
Okay.
Okay. Fish. Put the tuna fish.
I'm still stuck on the Snicker with the sour cream. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a vegan sour cream, and I'm gonna have it with my favorite dark chocolate.
There you go. I don't know how, but shoot for it, bro.
Chocolate and almonds with I don't fuck around with Snickers, but I like healthy chocolate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna put them two together right now. Hey, what are you thinking? Hey.
So Pete this. So last night I'm sitting in the crib, flicking through the channels. I'm flicking through the channels, and I'm on cable access. The what's the name? The access television. You know that. When the last time you saw an access television channel?
I know access. They're like you can't back. They don't have none of the modern century accoutrement. You can't pause it. You can't go. It's TV, nigga. It's 80s TV. I know what you're talking about because I'm always catching something in the fucking middle, and I'm spoiled. I'm like, I can't stop this.
Here's the thing. You can fill out at your local cable station for the card to become a sponsor, and you can film in your home and submit it from your home. I
don't know what that means. What does that have to do with being
able to say this show right here? This show right here, I could become a what's the name I forgot what they call it, like a member. I could become a member of cable access, and that's just filling out paperwork, and then take this show and submit it for a 2-hour show on there. So we already did this, and now I just submit it, and this will air on the cable access show, on the cable access channel.
Really?
That just opened up a world of things.
Send me the paperwork.
Well, that's how OC became the public access comedian of the year.
What OC? OC the bus driver?
Yeah, you ain't here. He got flown out to Houston. He was the the Channel 36 public access comedian of the year.
Last night I just said to myself, I said that all you gotta do is just submit it. Like once we film it, like as we recording this right now, when I'm done, just download it and submit it. They'll air it.
All right, my bad, fellas. I was looking at the phone all funny and all in the face. I didn't want to be all in the camera like this. I got that info you sent, Uncle Jeff. We good. We locked in.
All right.
So yeah. I just my boy, what's the name? Sean Cornelius had his show up there last night, and I was like this. I called him. I was like, "Yo, bro, how did this happen?" He said, "Yo, man, I just do my show and I just mail it in." I'm like, "Wow, it's incredible." I think. Do you think that there's life in cable access?
Choke the shit out of this fucking dog.
I mean,
fucking choke this.
I'm gonna let you know, and this is just me, and maybe this is my view. But when you in the telly late night after you smashed the one you scooped from the club,
yeah,
and you kind of like half asleep, half awake.
Is she still there?
Yeah, she might be, she might not. It depends. She might got
That
kids.
depends.
She might need to be there. It depends.
Very important.
But the TV run, especially. But if she's definitely there, the TV gonna be running, and you just thinking of shit to do for when you gonna go round 2 on that ass because you got to get up out of here. Check out is at 8 because you didn't want to pay till 11.
Right.
So that time be going. That's the prime flip channels. Like you smoking a blunt, she wore out. You just recharge. And you flip through the channel. See what fuck is on this TV.
I think that there could be a market for it.
I think you got a shot here.
Yeah. What up? Hey, fella, King Simon, man, you got to be on the show, and you definitely got to be on the show with my man Jeff. I would love to hear you two minds work. This guy here is a collector of black books. And
that's what's up. Yeah, brother.
And when I tell you, hey, hold on, let me see if I can get my man to come in for the last few minutes. Now we only got 3 more minutes, bro. Hey, Simon,
that was 2 hours. That fast?
Yo, Simon, I need you to come in and kick it with my man Uncle Jeff there, because when I tell
it goes by fast because I'm brilliant.
Yo, you got to get in here because I would love to hear your minds. Remember that room back in Brooklyn, Simon, when worlds collide? I would love to hear y'all. I don't want y'all to collide. I just want y'all to merge.
I got to see that movie too.
Yeah. What up, Sabrina Fox? Sabrina Fox in the building. That's my girl. What new record you got going out? That's actually Kareem Green's cousin, and she's a rapper. So, hey, fellas, we coming down on the last 2 minutes. What's going on? Let's close out the show with a bang. What y'all got going on this week?
You want to go?
Tonight I'm going out to Jay Phillips. That's
the homie.
Yeah, he's doing this thing with G-Mac and Asia Ray. This music and comedy thing at the Ice House. It's supposed to be real dope. I'm gonna go out and support that next week. Listen for me on the DL Hughley radio program, and look for me coming to a town near you very soon.
What up with you being? You ain't at the what's the name house to the comedy club tonight?
Yeah, no, actually, text I was just looking at. Ryan Davis is over at Richmond Funny Bone. They just text me and asked me, am I coming? I'm like, I'm not gonna make it, man. I just barely made it back into town from last night, going up the White Plains in Maryland. I had a crazy show out there. I'm just cataloging the town.
Brother, you are making your rounds. That is incredible.
Yeah. Man, look, I just inked the deal and got the thing going with Comedy House in New Orleans. October 5th, I'm gonna headline a show there. I'm calling it Unsocial Media Comedy.
Oh, that you doing a thing with old girl?
Yeah. So we put together a comedy show in conjunction with the meet and greet weekend. Everybody coming down, come fuck with your boy, man. I'm about to eat beignets and smoke blunts and see beautiful women in a bowl of etouffee. Speaking of talent early, I'm with him in Rochester, New York, September 23rd. Come check us out, man. There's 2 shows up there.
Dope ass show. You're gonna love love Rochester.
Man, look. Everything.
What comics is on New Orleans with you?
New Orleans. Okay, so we got Dubs, right? We got my brother in arms, Benny Blanco Perry. He's a dude dope out of Richmond. This is like blood couldn't make us thicker. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Super funny. We got my homegirl Kim Tucker. She gonna slide through with us, you know, let the ladies talk to him a little bit. And then we got out of DC, my man Coleon, the comedian. He said he was gonna pull up. And we might have a few more surprises, but I'm gonna be doing numbers there. I intend to give the people a good show. I was shocked last night because I'm like, I went in there ready to do a whole hour. It was like, you ain't bring nobody to do a guest spot. I'm like, nah, I want to do more of my time. You know, I'm happy to see everybody get on, but I'd be hating to ride home and be like, shit, I forgot to talk about that.
Well,
damn.
then guess what? Then guess what? That's what you do at your discretion.
Exactly.
If you're the headliner, it's at my fucking discretion.
Exactly. And that's how I'm playing this New Orleans thing. I set it up to have a strong hour. If I decide, you know, somebody can get a little extra time, somebody stop through, anybody want to say what up, let's go for it.
Yeah.
But the tickets are moving. Those tickets are live. Check out the website, comedictherapy.xyz.
Hey, bro, this
Comedic Therapy XYZ.
I'm
not .com, .xyz.
I'm kind of jealous because I know it's gonna be a fly ass show because I know damn near all y'all guys is gonna be there, and that's gonna be phenomenal. So you know, please tell me what My Bell looks like in person. Tell me what Dawn looks like in person. Tell me what all these cats look like in person. I think that's gonna be phenomenal.
You know, my funniest shit is Mama Miss. I love her to death.
Yeah.
But when you get Mama Miss to scale, that's what I'm gonna do to people from now on. We're gonna scale them up next to Vino. I'm a big dude. I'm 6'3" and I'm weight unknown, but it's a big frame.
You're actually tiny compared to me. You're not as big as I am.
Yeah. I'm not as tall as JP, but
you're not even
tower above me.
You're not even as big as me.
Yeah. I move real. It's deceptive, my weight. You know what I'm saying?
340, bro.
Yeah. So when I see Mama Mist on camera with other comedians, I'd be like, and I know how big the comedians are, and I see where Mama Mist stack up to them, I'd be crying. I'd be like, no.
Yo, Mama Miss. Yeah, I love Mama Miss, bro. I love her.
That's hilarious.
I love Mama Miss. I love her. Y'all gonna have such a great time down here that weekend. You hear me?
Yeah, man. We're gonna have a lot of good times down there, man. I was already doing my research. I'm about to do a airboat. I want to get on an airboat. I want to get on one of them fan boats. I want to do a tour through the swamp on the fan. I want the motherfucker to be spinning it out and sliding the shit and doing all type of stunts. I want somebody to say, buckle up.
Yeah, I was about to say, make sure your seatbelt is on, because I have seen motherfuckers not put their seatbelt on, and that shit go, and the motherfucker just go
flying off it, bro. Flying off it. You're in the middle. You're in the middle of real dangerous waters when you do it.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah. I know that very much. That's why I want to just.
What do right, Jeff? He talking about like like the propeller boat and out there in the swamps.
Yeah.
You out there with
the hydroplane. The one with the big ass fan on the back, and you sitting up on the high on the chairs.
No, it's on the back. No, you talking about
no hydroplane, just a straight.
No, the fan boat, big ass flat
fan
boat,
and
the fan pushing from the back.
Right.
Yeah.
And that flat shit, like a board, like a dock. You like on a dock with a chair.
That's what's up.
You forgot this right here. This how you move it like
that shit. Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. You gonna do that?
Yeah.
You got it
I'm
lined
looking
up?
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get drunk and let them drive me around the bayou.
Hey, hey Jeff. So what they're doing is it's a Instagram meet and greet. Like everybody that we hang out with on Instagram.
Yeah.
One of the ladies, Dawn, put together a weekend in Louisiana, and that's where everybody's going. I think it's gonna be dope, bro. Yo, Vino, you're gonna have a great time, bro. Tell everybody I said, first off, do this because they expected me to be like this. First off, give everybody this, and then say JP said have a good time.
Yo, I already know you was with the movement, man. I know you wish the best. Just, I take it to this. Man, look. This is a let me see something real quick type situation because I'm at the point where it's like bet on myself and bet on all things that's me.
Absolutely, young man.
So It's like I already know I can carry a show. If people want to jump on with me, fine. That's what's up. I'm rewarding the people that's the closest.
You gonna have
when this shit built.
You got your corny ass friend Jake on there too?
No, I don't think he's gonna be on that one.
Corny.
He's not that he corny. He just has his place.
He's
corny. I guess you saying Caroline wasn't his place. I wasn't there at Caroline's. I don't know what happened.
I don't even know what happened at Caroline's. I'm just talking about what I seen on the video. Like.
Okay, what video? What video?
There's a video. There's video.
This video of him, like he sent me videos of him performing and all that stuff.
Is he on YouTube?
Yeah, his name is Jake Stanley. So there's certain comics that
Stanley, as in
Stanley,
like the jazz player. His name
Stanley. No, it's Staley, like Dawn Staley, like the basketball player.
Oh, okay.
It's no N in that man's name.
So what it is I know comics to rely on the antics of comedy as opposed to the jokes of comedy. So he leans on the antics, the big brim hat, the clothes, and the hey, how you doing? And how you think it's the top of the day? They got to hate everybody. Ah. You know what I'm saying? But the actual bite of the jokes ain't really heavy. And what's the name logged off so he don't have to have his face on here. He think I don't know what he's doing.
No, I ain't even that. I'm right here, bro. I don't duck no smoke. Anybody want to bring me any smoke? We all here. I was talking in the background.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But anyway, fellas, hey, it's your boy JP Justice. You see him?
No, let's jump back into it now. We here now, baby. Don't switch
Look
up.
Here,
I want to hear all the smoke.
I'm not gonna kamikaze critique no man's. I saw 15 seconds of it. And
hey, how you doing?
I see both of the opinions that you have. I see your opinion, Vino. I see JP's. I see what JP.
I didn't even give my opinion.
Well, whatever it is, I see it because I'm not.
I usually don't. Jeff, notice about me. I understand where a lot of comics coming from. This one here is personal because he said some outlandish shit, and I'm like, huh?
Who did?
He did. That guy Jake. So I said, let me tell you who the fuck I am and why I am who I am.
I ain't gonna stunt, Jeff. He wilded out where he basically said he said New York ain't been the same since he came through and crushed the buildings.
Yeah. He said, y'all better get your hammers because I destroyed the stage. I was like, what?
Okay, now I can. Now you just unleash me. I hope it wasn't with the shit I just saw.
Yo,
because any stage you destroyed with that was already condemned.
Yo,
a good, sturdy, healthy stage can withstand anything that, if that's what, yeah.
And like I said, I stand on it. He did when I saw him in Richmond and Virginia Beach, he did well. He did okay. He did good by the stage's standard.
Hey, listen.
And it was that moment I knew I need to go around the country and make sure I know my shit is good everywhere.
Hey, listen to me.
But I can't just use this as my test market. This could be the workout, but this can't be my test market.
I ain't gonna say no name, but a comic hit me up and said, "Yo, Jay, a promoter called me. He's from South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
A promoter called me from South Carolina and wanted me to be there when he goes on because she knew he wasn't going to kill it as he promised. And sure enough, I went up there and mopped it. So,
well,
there's certain comics that, and don't get it twisted. And Jeff,
they have laugh ears.
No, watch
they
it.
hear laughter other people don't.
No, Jeff, watch. We old veterans in the game, so we know it when we see it. And don't get it twisted. Some of these comics do use antics and can get over. You know what I'm saying? But he got this comics that trust me, bro. There was G. George was an antic comic like a motherfucker, boy. Whenever I see G. George, don't bank on the jokes. Bank on everything else in this show. But the jokes is going to be like, but he gonna get in your goddamn face. What you talking about? Give me that drink. You crazy? You drinking the what? Man, your girl's shoes look like.
He's selling the shit out of it.
Selling the shit out of everything but the jokes. And it works.
Oh no, that's exactly what he's selling. He's selling the jokes, but what you're saying is the content upon which what he is selling really.
Comedy is subjective. If you get a chance, go watch Brilliant Idiot with Charlemagne the God and Andrew Schultz when they ask what is comedy. And I thought that was a dope ass podcast. Hey fellas, I'm about ready to pile up out of here.
Yeah, I can't pretend I want to talk to you anymore either.
You fellas have been great. Let's do this how we do it. First off, let's get rid of Apple. Apple, thank y'all for hanging out. Make sure you go check out Black Kings Table Talk on Facebook. Let's get rid of those guys. Boom. Let's get rid of Instagram. You guys have been lovely. A lot of you guys popped in and out. Thank y'all for joining in. Let me get rid of you guys. And I discard the video just in case you guys want to report me. So you can't report me. Last but not least, you guys right here. Jeff and Vino, I love y'all to death. Thank y'all for hanging out with me.
All right, man.
And thank y'all for inspiring me because today I was definitely not thinking about coming on today. You know what I mean?